It's great to be here. I've been in and around PyTorch for 8 years since it came out. And first in PyTorch itself and then part of the ecosystem. And it's been amazing to see it grow. And one of the things that contributed, I think, to the penetration of PyTorch in organizations and in enterprise has been PyTorch Lightning. Right now, PyTorch Lightning has, like from 2019 to today, 5 years since its release. And we have seen a lot of growth in the adoption of PyTorch Lightning. And ultimately, what PyTorch Lightning is a framework that complements PyTorch and allows you to decrease the amount of code you need to write when you need to train models and scale them up. So we're seeing a lot of organizations adopting PyTorch Lightning to standardize the way they train their models and they scale them up. And we talk to a lot of them every day, and they tell us, this way I'm faster. I can get to whatever I have to do with more collaboration, less friction, and ultimately more performance because, yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can get performance out of anywhere. With PyTorch Lightning, you get some performance for free because of how things are managed behind the scenes. And as I said, PyTorch Lightning was released in 2019, pre-Gen AI, let's say. But it's been adopted across Gen AI, so it's just like PyTorch. It dates to times prior to the last wave of AI, but it's servicing AI all across the board. So we can see, Stable Diffusion was trained using PyTorch Lightning. A bunch of products out there today are trained using PyTorch Lightning. But it's not just those fast-moving startups. It's a lot of the enterprise is adopting our stack. The JetBrains and Python developers survey that came out this year kind of confirmed our intuitions where 1 in 4 PyTorch developers in training, 1 in 4 developers using PyTorch for training does so through PyTorch Lightning. And it kind of reflects well in our experience talking to customers wanting to move fast. We doubled our downloads in the last year, but that's not very important. The important part, apart from the celebration, is that we provide a way for companies to move faster. And it's all about moving fast for us. Iteration speed is king because in the age of AI, the best way you can set up your company or your organization is set it up to move on to the next thing as quickly as possible in a way that is as frictionless as possible. And in doing so, we enlarged our stack. So we started from PyTorch Lightning, and now we have different pieces that we built to make doing these things frictionless again. We have Fabric. If you don't like how PyTorch Lightning organizes your code and forces you to trust the trainer, we kind of unbundled the trainer and created Fabric, which is a library where the building blocks of the PyTorch Lightning trainer are usable through just code as a library. So it's much closer to raw PyTorch, let's say. TorchMetrics is one of the standards in the in many repositories. You see metrics computed like from accuracy to very esoteric metrics in various domains. We have over 100 of them, and it's become one of the standards. But we also moved past training. We just released LitServe. I'll speak very briefly about it in a second, and data processing with LitData and other things. You may know LitGPT because it was born out of NanoGPT, and then we evolved it to support over 20 LLMs for training, pre-training, fine-tuning, and inference. So yeah, we just released LitServe. Check it out. It's kind of PyTorch Lightning for serving. Right now, it's the early days, but we see a lot of traction already. It's a very seamless way to just set up a server to serve models without leaving performance on the table. And you can do so with anything. Like it's kind of PyTorch native, but you can also serve other kind of models from image to video to text and multimodal. On the LLM generative side, we're making progress towards more advanced features like continuous batching and so on. But all this is an application stack, and the application stack needs to live somewhere. And so if an organization has a great application stack, but it has a lot of struggles running things on infrastructure, so that infrastructure becomes a day job, this is not good. So what we did 10 months ago, we created Lightning Studios, which is you can call it like a laptop on the cloud, but it's actually 1,000 laptops and high-performance clusters in the cloud that are as easy to use as a laptop is. And you can use anything with it. You can use JAX or any other framework on Lightning Studios, but if you use PyTorch, it's a very PyTorch native experience. And of course, yeah, it really shines when you use the Lightning stack on it. And so you can have easy access to compute, collaboration, and distributed infra at your fingertips. All right, so that's enough for me. Thanks a lot. It's been a great honor. And catch up at the booth. I'll be there with my friend Sebastian Rashka. And just come by. Thank you.